Hey, welcome back to the Here's the Deal channel. Today I want to talk about this news story from News Investigates, ABC 7. It says how a troubled Michigan cop moved from department to department, leaving scandal in his wake.
He is a troubled Michigan police officer who moved from department to department, leaving scandal in his wake.
In multiple cities, he was accused of abusing his authority, violating the public trust, and lying repeatedly.
First of all, a troubled police officer, he's a criminal police officer. We have to use the correct terminology. And accused of abusing his authority, wow, we've never seen a cop go out there and abuse his authority, grab the ring of power and just start wielding his authority like nobody's business. Doesn't power corrupt? And absolute power corrupt? Absolutely. Doesn't power draw the corruptible? And then what do you expect the corruptible to do when they have that ring of power? This guy is not unique. He's not rare. There are a lot of cops out there. A lot. All? Question mark? Abusing his authority, violating the public trust, lying repeatedly. Haven't we seen in video after video that in their training courses, they're actually trained to engage in deceptive practices so they can bleed you of information, conduct their fishing expeditions, and sink you further and further into the court system and into trouble? Come on, this is not rare.
But that didn't stop him from finding badges in city after city.
Tonight, 7 investigator Ross Jones reveals how it was able to happen and how some police chiefs could soon be in hot water.
It's frustrating that someone like this could slip through, and the system is in place for a reason, and it should have caught this guy.
Now, he's not slipping through the cracks. As a matter of fact, there's no cracks to slip through. They're flinging the door wide open for guys like this. Police chiefs all across the nation, they don't care about getting the upper crust so that they can protect society. They want the lower rung guys who are just going to follow orders. They want the corruptible policing the streets. And what does that say about the police chief? They don't care about the public that they claim to be protecting and serving. So this isn't a slipping through the cracks. They haven't even just opened the door, flung it wide open. They have torn down all the walls and all the barriers, and that's why these creeps are allowed and invited in to put on a uniform, a badge, and a gun, and then have authority over the people that they're supposed to be protecting and serving.
Plenty of police departments were willing to hire Officer Mark Aldrich, but very few, we learned, were eager to explain why.
You think this is the best look right now, sir? You don't want to talk about this, sir? No, sir.
There we go, real journalism. I love that.
Aldrich has worked for at least 4 different police agencies, running into serious trouble repeatedly. But instead of losing his badge, our investigation reveals he kept finding new ones. As an officer with Belleville Police, records show Aldrich obtained a vehicle from a towing company to give to a needy family. But instead of donating the car, according to police records, the vehicle showed up on eBay. Aldrich said he sold it for extra income. He would later claim the vehicle was always intended for his own use.
Eventually, Aldrich wore out his welcome in Belleville, with the chief there telling me he asked him to resign. He did. And it wasn't long before Aldrich found his next job here in Huron Township. And trouble soon followed.
Less than 6 months on the force, records show Aldrich responded to a vehicle crash that involved an exotic dancer. Aldrich arrested the woman for OWI and marijuana possession.
Aldrich is like, oh, exotic dancer, this is my chance to get something I never could have gotten unless I had this position right here. Yes.
A week later, while the charges against her were still pending, he met up with her at the strip club where she worked. Aldrich received lap dances, records show, and the woman performed a sex act. He was later accused of harassing the woman, sending texts that creeped her out. When questioned, Aldrich was deemed dishonest. Wrote a Huron Township lieutenant, "I shudder to think of what his attitude or actions may consist of if he were allowed to continue employment."
And you know what I think? What I always wonder when I see a cop like this get in trouble with a department and then go to another department, I wonder how many other cops are involved on that same police force with Aldrich who are doing things that are even worse. Like, as bad as Aldrich might be, he wasn't out there destroying an innocent family's house in a warrantless raid. I don't know if he did or not, but we're not seeing them bring that out. But there are plenty of other cops who have been parts of teams like these SWAT teams that have done far worse than what they're bringing out for Aldrich. I'm not saying Aldrich is not bad. I'm just saying we've seen cops that are far worse actually keep their jobs and get promoted. We've never seen Aldrich. There's not a report of Aldrich terrorizing a 78-year-old grandma in her home and finding no evidence for even being there. We haven't heard of Aldrich conducting no-knock raids and killing the homeowner inside. We haven't seen Aldrich planning drugs on people like Zachary Wester did and ruining people's lives. I don't recall any kind of story from this Aldrich dude, as bad as he may be, and he may have been involved in all this other stuff too, and they're just not bringing it out. But I haven't heard of Aldrich conducting a DUI stop and arresting people who blew 000s like this cop and many other cops have done and continue to do. Aldrich never conducted, as far as I know, a civil asset forfeiture on an innocent man like Stephen Lara and stealing $87,000 of his hard-earned life savings, and all these other people that are, in the dragnet, caught up in the dragnet of civil asset forfeiture. And I've never heard of Aldrich blowing away a guy on camera in broad daylight like Philip Brailsford did to Daniel Shaver. So as bad as this Aldrich guy is, there's cops out there on his department that nobody is still talking about, that investigative reporting and reporters have yet to expose, because they're there. We know they're there. We see the hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of videos showing that these cops are doing far worse than Aldrich, and yet they're going to pinpoint this guy. And yes, he should be pinpointed. He should be highlighted. He should be fired. And maybe in some cases, people like this should be jailed. I don't know if this is a jailable offense, because that sounds like, two consenting adults doing things, that they've agreed to do. But, this planning of drugs and conducting no-knock raids and blowing people away and stealing money through civil asset forfeiture, far worse than what Aldrich did.
Aldrich resigned and began looking for his next job.
Shame on us if we allow people like this guy to victimize the citizens that we took an oath to protect.
Ron Haddad spent 14 years as Dearborn's police chief. We asked him to review Aldrich's background.
Did you notice he's got the handcuff tie? Look at this.
Spent 14 years as Dearborn.
Got the torture cuffs on his tie. The anti-auditor crowd would probably applaud this guy, and probably would also, not probably, definitely, would applaud an Aldrich who's clearly involved in criminal activity if he told a cameraman, hey, shut up, turn off your camera, obey me, I don't care about the First Amendment. So these anti-auditors would be out there going, yeah, go Aldrich, this is great. Aldrich isn't the criminal, it's the guy with the camera.
Dearborn's police chief. We asked him to review Aldrich's background. Would he have given him a badge?
I would not have hired this gentleman. To hire someone like this will clearly erode the integrity of the department.
But at least one police chief was willing to roll the dice. I am taking a huge gamble, wrote the chief in Carlton, Michigan, and Aldrich better have all these issues behind him. Chief Roy Johnson hired Aldrich in 2017. While in Carlton, he racked up complaints as minor as speeding and running stop signs to more significant ones, like conducting an illegal traffic stop and dishonesty.
Oh, conducting an illegal traffic stop. You don't see, no other cop in the country would do that. And dishonesty, far be it from a cop to do that. They're always telling the truth.
He was hit with multiple citizen complaints over his anger, and last October was accused of road rage.
Tahlequah dispatch.
My girlfriend and my daughter-in-law were just up at Kroger, and someone, brandished a firearm at them and threatened them.
During a dispute over a parking space, a woman at this grocery store said Aldrich lifted his shirt to reveal his gun, then asked, do you want to see my badge? He called her a rash of expletives. She didn't pursue charges, and by phone, Aldrich claimed he did not brandish his gun. But when he was questioned about what happened, his police chief deemed Aldrich was not truthful.
But perhaps the most serious allegation against him came back.
You know what, police chiefs, I don't care if you're a police chief, I don't care if you're a lieutenant, sergeant, just a regular beat cop. Everybody knows And cops know that they engage in deceptive practices. They're lying all the time. They've got crummy attitudes. They will stop you so that they can conduct their fishing expedition to see what else they can get you on. They're revenue generators for the state. They're not serving and protecting. They're harassing and collecting.
In January, as Aldrich was preparing to leave Carlton, according to the police chief, while he was reviewing body camera footage stemming from citizen complaints against Aldrich, he noticed one of the videos had been deleted. Aldrich, he said, was the top suspect.
But instead of pursuing the issue, the chief dropped it there, writing in this memo, "I have decided not to pursue criminal charges for the destruction of evidence due to the fact that Aldrich has resigned." By phone, Aldrich told me,
It's not bad enough that they have qualified immunity. They get a further blanket of protection and immunity when they quit. It's like, oh, he quit. There's nothing we can. Yeah, he committed this criminal activity, but he quit. So our hands are tied.
"I don't have any recollection of deleting that body cam."
Chief, can we talk to you 1 second? It's Ross Jones with Channel 7.
The chief declined our request for an interview, so we found him earlier this month as he picked up his lunch.
You wrote that hiring him would be a huge gamble. You hired him anyway. Well, why did you gamble with public safety?
I have a press release for you at the station.
Why would you take a gamble on a guy who had been found to have had sex with a woman he gave a DUI to?
Okay.
Why would you hire somebody like that?
I have got a press release for you at the station.
We wanted to ask the chief why, on the very same day he wrote that Aldrich may have destroyed evidence, he reported to state regulators that he resigned in good standing.
You were going to pursue charges of destruction of property.
Look at this
Instead,
guy.
you let another agency hire him. Why did you do that?
I have the press release for you. I don't have anything to add or subtract from
Do you have any answers?
I have a press release for you.
By reporting that Aldrich left.
Guerrilla journalism is real journalism. I mean, look at this cop's face right here. Look at this cop. He does not want to be in the spotlight. He does not want to be on camera, and he does not want to answer questions because he doesn't care about the public.
Press release for you.
By reporting that Aldrich left on good terms, it prevented the Michigan Commission on Law Enforcement Standards from flagging his license, making it easier for another agency to hire him. It wasn't long before one did.
I'm blown away and impressed by how well Lake Orion PD is doing on recruiting.
Earlier this year, Lake Orion's police department extended a warm welcome to Officer Aldrich, calling him a very approachable fellow. He was hired by Police Chief Todd Stanfield, who declared under the penalty of perjury that he had reviewed Aldrich's personnel file from Carlton PD. He never did.
So he lied. So lying isn't rare among the law enforcement community. This is a higher up in the law enforcement community in this town. And he lied in writing when he said, hey, I swear under penalty of perjury, everything that I'm telling you is the truth. I went over it, and he didn't.
Before the meeting begins, can we talk to you quickly? It's Ross Jones with Channel 7.
Chief Stanfield wouldn't agree to an interview either, so we found him at a city council meeting earlier this month.
Why would you hire an officer without doing a complete background investigation?
I have no comment.
Well, you hired this officer, sir.
Stanfield wouldn't answer our questions, then ducked behind a locked door. Hours later, the city council voted to demote him from chief to lieutenant. City Council President Jerry Narsh would not say if Aldrich's hiring was the reason why.
Why would Lake Orion hire an officer like that?
Well, I guess that's a good question. Unfortunately, I don't have an answer for you.
Because our town is run by corrupt officials, and every bit of that crap flows downhill. That means, a stream can rise no higher than its source. So if the source is corrupt and these police chiefs are corrupt, then how can you expect anybody under the police chiefs that answer to the police chiefs to be anything less than corrupt?
Well, a lot of police chiefs are telling different stories tonight. Lake Orion officials say that Aldrich is currently on administrative leave, but MCOL says his license is in inactive status, meaning he can't be a cop anywhere right now. Huron Township's police chief tells me he only hired Aldrich after getting rave reviews from Belleville's police chief, who had told me previously he asked Aldrich to resign. As for Chief Roy Johnson in Carlton, he said he reported that Aldrich left in good standing because it wasn't until later that same day that he suspected him of destroying that body camera footage. Mark Aldrich, as you may suspect, did not agree to an interview on this story.
Sounds like
It's almost like if you want to make sure you want to get away with a crime, then just become a police officer, and then you can commit a crime in this city. And then when you resign in that city and you go to that next town over, you can commit a crime there. And nobody, it's almost like nobody looks at these cops as human beings like the rest of us, subject to the same laws, subject to the same judgments. It's like, hey, they've got a uniform on. We can't touch them. They're untouchable. You know, sometimes they'll put somebody like a Zachary Wester away for only 12 years after he ruined how many lives? Just dozens of lives, lying under oath. You and I would not get away with those kind of crimes.
a lot of passing the buck and kind of, no, it's your...
A lot of stories that aren't quite aligning, but this is not the only cop like this. It's not the first cop we've done a story like this. There will be more. We got to come up with
There will be more. There are more.
a better way to stop this from happening.
And thanks for holding them to account where they haven't done it. Yeah. Thanks, Ross.
Thanks for holding them to account. Yeah, this guy did a really good job with this guerrilla journalism. I love the fact that he sticks a microphone into the police chief's face and demands an accounting for what this guy has done. If you want to support this channel, we have a brand new design. 3 things you don't mess with: my family, my freedom, my guns. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. If you want to support the channel further, grab a shirt, become a channel member, but more importantly, know what your rights are and exercise your rights. If you don't use your rights, you're going to lose them. I will see you in the next video.